What's up YouTube? It is I again, King Nub, here with another Bakugan video for your eyeballs. In today's video, we're going to be talking about hero cards, specifically Age of Arliss hero cards. Although it seemed like many people didn't even get their hands on Age of Arliss because, you know, distribution kind of sucks. But regardless of that fact, I want to give a good look at these hero cards because I never really saw many of them before. The reason I am making this video is because I have a hero called Shun. He's an Age of Arliss hero, and I thought he sucked. I thought he was god awful. So at first, this whole video is gonna be about me trash talking Shun the whole entire time. But then I saw more of Age of Arliss hero cards, and I realized he's actually not that bad. And not all Age of Arliss hero cards are bad. Because Leah, let's get Leah out there first of all. This is a very good hero card, especially if you're running hero type decks. This card, you want this card in your deck, because if you don't, you're not playing hero decks properly. Now that we got Leah out the way, let's go back to Shun and the rest of the cards I'm gonna be talking about this video. So Age of Arliss Shun has a pretty cool effect. When you open a Bakugan, reveal the top card of your opponent's deck. If an action card is revealed this way, you may copy its effect. While the effect is actually not that bad and the cost is a little high, you'll see soon enough that there are better card options to go with. While this card allows you to reveal your opponent's deck and copy an action card, Dankuso BB is much more reliable and costs less. So first of all, Dankuso BB is a 4-cost hero card that says when you open the Bakugan, you reveal the top card of your deck. If it's not a flip card, you may play it for free. So seeing this card, you actually see that this card has a much bigger impact than Age of Arliss Shun. When you have Dankuso out, you can potentially play another hero card, a Baku Gear, an Evo, or just another action card. But while with Age of Arliss Shun, you can only play an action card off of your opponent's deck. So it's kind of like, it puts your trust in your opponent's deck and relying on their deck to be good. While with Dan, he costs less, relies more on your deck, and give you a much wider variety of cards to go from instead of just action cards. So Age of Arliss Shun, not that great, not super bad, but better options. So next card. The next card we have is an Artless hero card. It's called Magnus Living Arm of Tico. When you play a card with Battle Mastery, you may choose both effects. This card isn't bad in my opinion. There just isn't enough Artless cards to choose from to make this card viable. Not yet, at least. But I've got a feeling that Arliss card is gonna have a pretty good comeback in the future pretty soon. Next card. Our next card is another Magnus card. It is called Magnus Ultimate Rival. This 5-cost hero card would allow you to search your deck for any card and shuffle your deck. For 5 energy, honestly, I don't think it's worth it in my opinion, just to get one card out of your deck. Since he costs 5, it's not that reliable. But he does do something else. If you have 3 of them on the field, you can get plus 300 B and plus 3 damage. If you're willing to pay 5 energy 2 more times just to get this little extra B power out there, you may be playing the wrong game. Not saying that you're bad, I'm just saying that this card is bad. I'm not sure who you're playing against, but if you're playing with somebody half decent, you're probably gonna die before you get all 3 of these out in the field, because this little insignificant B power boost and damage boost is not gonna do anything for you. Next card. All right, so our next card is Lightning. Yeah, I'm good. 2 energy for 100 B and 1 damage is not good at all. Just play Everett Ray instead. He gets you 200 B, basically for free. Don't use Lightning. Lightning bad. Next. Our next hero card is D. She's a 2-cost hero card. And there's 3 of her on the... She's a 2-cost hero card, and if you have 3 or more hero cards in play, your Bakugan get plus 2 Frost Strike. This card isn't absolutely terrible, but it's not great either. You're definitely gonna play her in a hero deck, because if not, she's not viable at all. But in a good hero deck, you'll see that she has no space to fit into that deck, because there are better hero options to go to. Not saying this card can't be viable at all, but there are better options. Our next hero card is Benton Dusk, a 5-cost hero card that gives you 1+ damage to your attacks for each hero card you control. This is arguably the worst hero card here. Not even arguably, it is the worst hero card here. First of all, he costs 5 with this poo-poo effect, and he's a super rare card. Besides the fact that he's a super rare card apparently, and he costs 5 to bring out, he only gives you 1 damage for each hero card that you have. Well, he doesn't even give you +1 damage, really. He only gives you +1 damage to your attack, so when you're attacking. So you can't even really use him with Mac or Midas India's plays because you won't have the extra attack. If you're choosing between D and Bitten Dusk, you better choose D because Bitten Dusk is trash. In my script, I was trying to give him a little grace thinking that, hey, he has this ability to give you +1 damage for each hero card you play, but you don't have the additional damage unless you're attacking. So he's not good unless you win the battle and get the attack. He's trash. There's no card that can make this card good. Throw him away. Trash him immediately. Next card. Our next hero is Dan Kuzo. Not BB, but AA. We have another 5-cost hero that essentially doubles all your energy. Let's say you have 6 energy, you have 12 now. This card can be really fun to use because it can let you do so much more in a game. But the downside to that, it doesn't just give you double the amount of energy, also gives your opponent the double amount of energy. Competitively speaking, this card is the best one to use unless you think you're gonna absolutely steamroll your opponent with this additional energy. But if not, I wouldn't risk it. This card isn't something you can consistently have faith in, like Dan Kuzo BB. Because that card is good no matter what, whenever, in any deck. But this card it can be dangerous, but it can be good. It's also dangerous. It's a very risky card. Good card, not bad. Wouldn't use it, but not bad. Next card. Our next hero card is Winton. He's a 6-cost hero card. Yikes. Your backup guy has +1 damage for each energy card you have. See, this here is what Bitten Dusk should have been, instead of just giving you +1 damage for each hero card on your attacks. But this card is way better already because it gives you +1 damage for each energy card you have, not just during your attacks, but before that as well. So Midas India's is good, using Mac is good. So this card can be good, especially in Vintage decks, because in Vintage decks you're constantly getting energy. That stuff is crazy. Vintage decks, they're all about the energy. So this card can be very, very good. I like this card, not bad. I like it. Now, last and the very absolute least, even worse than Bitten Dusk, which I didn't think was possible, is a 3-cost hero card and gives the opposing Bakugan -1 damage. That's it. 3 costs. That's it. That's it. -1 damage. I don't care what deck you're using. There's never going to be a time where this card is more viable than Bitten Dusk, and that card already isn't viable. So I said throw Bitten Dusk away, but you need to banish this card to the Shadow Realm. This card is absolute garbage.
Know your place, trash.
What's 1- damage gonna do for you at all? Let's say you got 1 card left in your deck anyway, and you subtract this Bakugan that may have only 1 damage, which would be very rare. No. The most you're gonna do out of this is subtract 3 damage from a team attack, and still even then, this card isn't worth it. Anyways, guys, that's my take on some of these Age of Arliss hero cards. Well, all of Age of Arliss hero cards, and some are pretty bad, some are good, some are really good, because we got Leah. She's really, really good. But yeah, Bitten Dusk, don't use them. Those are the absolute worst here. Magnus, living something of T-card, you forgot the card name. That card can be really good. If you liked the video, be sure to subscribe for more. Like the video and share it with your friends. I'll see you next time. Peace out, Baku Gamers.